Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Hey, oh my goodness, here we are. I keep doing my screens in the wrong direction. Good morning, everyone. This is Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. Today is Monday, March 25th, and we have some news to share. This is the beginning of Semana Santa, so things are going to get interesting in the city, as they always do. Did I have a great time in Guadalajara? Oh, Gary, I love our capital city, and I love the fact that there's so much to do. It's just great, and I'll talk about it in a little while. Pat, I hope you had a good time in Guadalajara. Pat was there for another concert while I was in Guadalajara for my own concert. Well, not my concert, but we were there at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, let us get started with our news because we have a few things to discuss. Starting with, yes, it is Semana Santa. And as always, we can expect an influx of tourists. Although it may not seem so notorious until Thursday, but we can definitely expect the number of tourists to start arriving anytime. Now, as in years past, federal, state, and municipal authorities are coordinating to ensure that Semana Santa and Semana de Pascua go on without incident, and we should be grateful for the fact that the government takes care of us in that way. But as you know, and we have said many times, at least for me, this is a time to give access to the city to the many, many people that come and enjoy it during their vacation period. I have groceries in the pantry. There are great series and movies on Netflix and other platforms, on-demand viewing options. So it's going to be get a lot of things done at home for me this week, and I hope you are planning accordingly. Now, in case you or your visiting family or friends wish to go into the ocean during the holiday season, authorities have announced that Jalisco beaches are suitable for swimming, so we don't have to worry about excessive amounts of caca molecules in the water, as we have had to worry at certain beaches in Puerto Vallarta in the past. So again, this is all good news. The first ever National Youth Orchestra Summit will take place in Puerto Vallarta from March 31st to April 6th. And the event will bring together many young musicians from several states of the country, including Michoacán, Querétaro, Puebla, Mexico City, and Guanajuato, among others. They will be here to enjoy a series of educational activities, workshops, and performances. The event will culminate with two concerts, one on Friday, April 5th at Teatro Vallarta, and one on Saturday, April 6th at the Malecón Lighthouse. And I also want to let you know that in celebration of its fourth year anniversary 2 days ago, the Vallarta Food Bank has updated its name and goals, becoming now Vallarta Cares and expanding its original mission. You can learn more about this evolution and ways in which you can get involved with this local nonprofit by reading this article that we're referencing today, which was published by Banderas News. And now let's take a quick look at the weather. The weather, Paco. The weather. Let's see. Snarky Weatherman says it's nice out, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Well, I appreciate that very much. It is 22 degrees out there. Humidity is at 70%. And pretty much moving on from this time of year and moving forward, we can expect humidity to continue to be high, although there may be some exceptional days here and there. Our weather forecast for today says we're going to enjoy partly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 16. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, clear skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 14. And then Wednesday, clear skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 13. Now, I do have a couple of other things that I want to mention that I caught in the news outlets. The first one being that there's a new art gallery in Colonia Cinco de Diciembre that features a pickleball court. Or maybe it's the other way around. Regardless, it is new and it is air conditioned. So for pickleball fans, this is, to my knowledge, the only air-conditioned court in the city, which might be handy since the warm season is approaching. Oh, and according to the article, they also serve food in this location. So I'm going to leave you with both the link to the news note and also to the Facebook page for PKB Gallery. That's the name of this new establishment in case you wish to connect with them. And my dear friend Gouda Gabor reached out to me over the weekend to remind me that her very successful run in Puerto Vallarta has come to an end. Yes, no more Gouda, except for tonight. Tonight is the final performance, and the show will be a big Broadway diva salute, and it will feature guest artist Megan Murphy. So if you have no plans for the evening, you can, of course, enjoy Gouda Gabor's final performance at Nacho Daddy alongside the wonderful accompanist piano player Mark Hartman. And this will be tonight at 7:30. Hopefully, you'll be able to attend this farewell performance. And speaking of farewell, we are going to say goodbye to 2 letters of the Spanish alphabet. So sad. The Mexican Academy of Language has announced that our alphabet will no longer include 2 letters unique to us. That would be the letter Che, or CH, and the letter Eye, or double L. Of course, this does not mean that we will stop using the C and the H together as in chichi, or the double L as in llanta or tire. So they're not longer considered specific letters. For the longest time when I was a kid, that's how we used to read the alphabet: A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, G, and so forth and so on. But no more. Now we have 27 letters like just about everybody else. It is what it is. So let's see what you are thinking of this morning. Oh my goodness, I haven't even told you about my weekend. Let's do that in case you're wondering. Guadalajara continues to be wonderful. It is springtime over there, so the weather was delicious. No humidity. Flower trees are blooming, both jacarandas and primavera trees. So the city was just covered in beautiful purple and yellow flowers. We had intended to go to the zoo the first day on Friday, but the bus took forever to get there. So the zoo was no longer an option because they closed at 6 Instead, we ended up going to the aquarium yesterday. But first, Friday night we just chilled. Saturday we went to this wonderful matinee transmission from the Metropolitan Opera Company in New York of Charles Gounod's Romeo and Juliet. And as always, I never cease to be amazed at how many people of all ages attend these performances. And then, of course, on Sunday, we enjoyed a performance by the Jalisco Philharmonic, and the theater was sold out. It included Mozart's Requiem, which was great inspiration for my upcoming presentation on Requiems. And once again, the theater was full to capacity, lots of young people, lots of people of all ages. And we did a lot of walking. The aquarium was a lot of fun because although we didn't participate in them, there are a lot of activities that include interaction with the animals. For example, you can feed capybaras, you can feed sharks, you can get up close with certain animal species, you can feed manta rays, and for those people that don't like aquariums, this one seemed to be very nicely maintained. And of course, these opportunities to interact with the different animals were very well organized. I most definitely want to go back at some point with more time I wanted to pet capybaras. They were these enormous rodents, but they are beautiful and very mellow, at least the ones that they had there. So maybe in a trip in the future, I'll get a chance to do that. When will we go back to Guadalajara? I don't know, but of course, the May Festival is booming with all kinds of cultural activities, including a lot of Beethoven performances because of some anniversary that escapes my mind right now. But again, Guadalajara is so amazing. I do wish that everybody will take some time to visit our capital city at some point to see what a larger city in Mexico looks like. And that is enough about me. Now let us take a look at what you are up to this morning. Lots of good morning as always. Versalles is in the house. I love it. Emiliano Zapata is in the house. Hello, Betsy. You would have loved the Requiem. And we ran into one Coffee and Headlines cluster member over there, Christine. Yes, it is Christine, who usually comes to my music appreciation presentations. Was in Guadalajara. It was fun to cross paths with her. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for your feedback. This time around, as far as keeping the cluster connected, I decided to experiment doing Facebook Reels. I've never really invested a lot of time in short form videos on Facebook, so it was fun to create little mini postcards as we were going from one place to another. Let's see what else we have. Thank you very much for that, Sherry. Again, it was fun to think differently about how to keep the cluster connected. Let's see. Albert reports that the Malecon was loaded with tourists and National Guard last night. I'm not surprised, and it is only going to get more crowded. So just keep that in mind. Purum pum pim pum. Recently enjoyed an evening at Florio's. The cauliflower and roasted Caesar salad were outstanding. Thank you for that report, Barbara. I'm happy to report that I'm having dinner with a friend. Oh no, I'm having a pothead moment. At the name of the restaurant, it's on Basilio Vadillo, and they have the most amazing Brussels sprouts salad. And if I remember the name of the restaurant before the performance is over, I'll be happy to share. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. There's a queue. Just wondering if the restaurants at the indoor pickleball serves pickles. Oh my goodness. Boom, boom. I don't know, Chris. I just hope that no artwork gets damaged because they have artwork on the walls. And if you have a ball that ends up going in the wrong direction, I mean, what do I know? Kathy, the Guadalajara Zoo is definitely on my bucket list as well. It just so happened that for this particular trip, there were 2 concerts scheduled, which were absolutely heavenly. Boom, boom. Orilla in Ontario, I believe. Aurelia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but thank you for your feedback, Liz. I appreciate it very much. Dale reminds me that we will be yarn bending tonight at Basilio's, the pizza place located right next to La Comer. So if you have any appeal for yarning, that is crocheting or knitting, the Yarn Benders group, the Puerto Vallarta Yarn Benders group, is going to get together tonight to hook at 5 p.m. at the restaurant. Let's see. Oh, I hear you, Liz. Some of the reels on Facebook are kind of silly. Others not so much. I spent the weekend looking at a lot of short length videos just to see whether we should go there or not. I read that 1 million people will go to Talpa for the procession. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Logan, you saved me, but we're still with Dale. Yes, Talpa will get really crazy. They did say that there will be 2 million pilgrims, people that will walk from other places to reach Talpa to pay tribute to the Virgin. So again, if you like big crowds and you like to immerse yourself in this very important Catholic summit, this is the time to go. Otherwise, maybe not in the near future. And thank you, Logan. You just saved my butt, because it is Joe Jack's where I'm having lunch. And again, I really hope they're still serving it. Their Brussels sprout salad is amazing because they peel the Brussels sprouts into separate leaves, and it is really, really yummy, as I remember. Oh no, Kathy's wheelchair front wheel fell off. Fixed it, and it retightened the screw, and it's all good to go. That is good to hear. Then we certainly don't want to keep Kathy in the house, because I know that you guys like to go out and about. Paula has a cue. Have you seen all the then and now pictures on the PVR Facebook site? They're awesome. I have not, but I'm glad that they're doing that kind of reporting. And hello, Angelica. I hope everything is good back at home in Punta Perula. And I hope, I don't know if you get a lot of tourists down there, and if you do, well, you have a nice property to keep yourself nicely entertained. And this brings us to the end of our broadcast for today. Of course, we will be preparing for tomorrow, and for Wednesday, we'll be preparing for another edition of the Spotlight. I already see that we have one event promoter that has signed up to talk about an event, and I think we're going to have a second one this time around, and hopefully we will continue growing this other show little by little. I hope you all have a great beginning of the week, and if you're in town, remember the supermarkets might be a little crowded, so hopefully you've already taken care of all your important shopping and you are all set to chill during the vacation period. Have a great one, and I'll see you again soon.